Welcome back to the Pursue podcast. Today, I want to talk about what I suck at and that I see sucking at something and not developing a skill yet or not having a yet developed skill isn't something bad. But putting it out there is something hard, and I want to go through this experience and I want to encourage you to do the same thing as well and put yourself as well out there, and through all this hate that is out there, try to spread some vulnerability, authenticity, and get people's attention to the real you. So this is the Pursue podcast where I'm trying to document my journey, my entrepreneurship journey, and what I'm learning along the way, and try to give back to you who's listening right now what I've learned the hard way maybe, so you can learn it faster than me. So, what do I suck at? First, top of mind, what I use every single day, but I'm not happy with where I'm standing right now, is content creation and storytelling behind it, and just my short form content especially is not performing at all. I'm getting under 1,000 views all the time, and yeah, maybe on the YouTube Shorts I'm sometimes hitting 1,500 views, sure, but I'm putting out 3 pieces of content a day per platform for short form, and I'm not getting any reach, and I'm trying to improve. So that's where I'm sucking at right now, but the only way I see to get better at it is try to implement tips and tricks from everywhere around and implement the psychology and just get this practice in, repetition over repetition. So I'm sticking to my plan of continuing with 3 pieces of content per day on all short form platforms, and overall my content is not performing, so that's where I suck at. But at least I'm documenting, I'm trying to share my thoughts, share my values, share my story out there to get maybe even help to one person out there. Because if I can do this and help a single person, I'm already happy. I'm already excited for this person to not have to learn just maybe 2 or 3 tips the hard way. The second thing is for sure discipline. I'm trying to be disciplined and I'm trying to stick to my schedules that I set for myself, for example. But going to the gym became a routine, sure, and it's going well, but it could be better. Same with eating. I'm on a diet and I want to cut some weight, but I'm only sticking to it 5 days a week. So I could do better. I could go for walks more. I could actually do what I plan to do every single day instead of being distracted by Instagram or Netflix all the time. But this is not shared on social media most of the times. That's why nobody wants to tell it. Even if all the people have the same problem. All the people that you admire on social media are also spending time scrolling, time just wasted, or watching some series that they just like. But you have to regulate it. And that's what I'm working on right now, trying to get into this rhythm of just getting my tasks done and then rewarding myself. Sure, a reward is nice, but I actually want to build this legacy, so I have to be disciplined and work more hours, harder work, and just get this through my mind that nobody else will do the work for you. And yeah, that's a inflection point for me right now. Another thing would be, I would say, spending money in the right places or earning some money. I'm trying to get my brand VT off the ground, but I need some money for it, and I'm really bad at going to work at other places as a waiter, for example, because it destroys me inside that I know I could be building something, but I have to go do a shitty job that I really don't like and waste hours upon hours that I could spend building something that actually has leverage in the future and I'm actually excited to build. So yeah, I'm struggling with that, and I just need to get some money to get this started. So I need to find a way, but I'm really reluctant to that in my brain at the moment, which is hard for progress. What else do I suck at? I would say with one of my biggest weaknesses is technical issues. It sounds silly, but technical issues like when the hotspot is not working for the PC and there is no connection, or when my new AI personal assistant bot is going down again and I have to set up everything from scratch again, or just some simple things that aren't working as I thought they would, or just without any extra input. I really hate that. Or when I want to post a reel on Instagram and then Instagram is not loading properly, or when LinkedIn has a bug where if you have a Chrome extension that inflicts with it that LinkedIn, the home feed is not working. Just stuff like that really annoys me, and I'm trying to learn to have the patience and not get in this furious rage moment. So I'm trying to journal on that, trying to work on it. But I know as well that that's also something I want you to take away from this. Think about what you suck at and what you want to get better at. And then think about how old you are and what people double or triple your age are doing, and they have sometimes no idea about what you are even thinking about. People who are 60 nowadays, when they were 20, 40 years ago, my age, they didn't think about building their business, posting content, trying to learn about discipline and reading books on it, and trying to consume knowledge and trying to implement it, and having role models out there all over the world that help you trying to form your world perception so you can be proud of yourself. And I'm trying to be that as well sometimes, which is like a push and pull motion between I need to work harder and I need to get better and I need to build this business by year 2 and I need to be successful now because there are so many young millionaires out there. And the opposite, the pull, is be proud of yourself, what you are already doing at your age, because even most people at your age are not even close to think about this. The average person, for America at least, is fat and overweight, works at a 9 to 5, 40 hours a week, and has less than $1,000 in their bank account. If you are even at one thing better than this average, be proud of yourself. And if not, get to work. You can do it. It's not that hard. So that's what I'm trying to tell to myself. And as I'm speaking of it, another thing that I suck at right now that is really essential for my business actually is fulfillment and production and communication. Because I need to find suppliers, I need to create a formulation for my electrolytes. I need to build this whole thing out and from scratch, because I have no experience in building an electrolyte formulation. But I want to do it because I'm passionate behind it, and I have done hours upon hours of research what is needed, and that knowledge workers need electrolytes as well every single day, but they shouldn't be taking athletes electrolytes with high doses of sodium every single day. And I want to build this luxury legacy brand for high level people that I actually can be part of, and I enjoy the community of this and building a lifestyle brand behind it. I have the passion for this, and I want to create this world that doesn't exist yet out there. So I suck at it, and you suck at many things as well, I'm sure, but you can work towards getting better every single day at each of them. Or just pick one for today. If it's maybe your fitness that you're not happy with, if you go for a walk today, you already had an improvement. It doesn't matter how small, at least you're not going back a step. You have to go a step forward. Because action creates momentum, and momentum creates motivation. It's not the other way around. You don't have motivation first, then you build the momentum, and then you take action. You just have to take the first step, and then the second, and then the third, and then you start jogging and running, and then you build this momentum, and all of a sudden you are getting excited to work, you're getting motivated, and you're getting disciplined because you want to keep this feel-good train going and going faster and faster, and you try to find leverage left and right, and want to build this for your future self. That is at least how I feel like. Let me know what you feel like, and I hope to see you next week again.